The foundation coming with the wild card picks. So on the regular season, well, the regular season's over. The real season begins. But as far as the regular season go, I was pretty good. I was 160, 94 and 2. So I like my picks, but and the most important thing is that the Cowboys in the playoffs now. I'm only smiling. I'm not happy, but so I'll be happy when we win it when we win it all. So that I'm still smiling right now. And somebody was asking me who do I want in the matchup. Like if you watched my last video, I said it doesn't matter already, because all it takes is one bad game, one bad this, one bad that. It doesn't matter. We gotta win whoever. We gotta beat whoever we play. I'm done with this matchups and all that kind of stuff. As far as like who I want to play, the matchups matter as far as the in-game matchups, but we gotta beat whoever. Because there's a reason why the other team is gonna beat the other team. So it doesn't matter already. Now it's because some people will say, oh, well, you gotta beat the best, and Giants was the team that beat us and all that kind of stuff. I go, doesn't matter. Because we the number one seed. Everybody gonna say, well, you're supposed to beat them. It's hard to beat a team three times in a row. And if we play the Lions, they're gonna say it's easy, and all that. So you guys get the path of the easy way. So it doesn't matter. They're gonna say whatever they're gonna say. So it doesn't matter already for me. Anyway. Going on with the picks. And also somebody also asked me this question of should the NFL change how they do the seedings in the playoff? I gotta do that on the off season. It's a lot to think about because I can see both sides, But anyway, getting on to the games, Oakland Raiders and at the Houston Texans. I got the Oakland Raiders. I think as long as Connor Cook manages the game, doesn't turn over the ball, and let everybody else around him makes plays. The offensive line control the line of scrimmage, stuff like that. Then it's gonna really help him out and build him confidence and stuff like that. Defensively, Khalil Mack, he was, I think, the fourth pick in that draft. I think the fourth or fifth pick, and Clowney was the first overall. Everybody was making that argument. Some professional analyst was making that argument and all that, and out the gates, Khalil Mack was looked like the far best pick in that draft so far. Well, as far as first overall, but Clowney this year just says, hey, hold on, hold on, I still got something to say. But if he can force Osweiler, which Osweiler has been shown to do, that he will turn over the ball. If he can do that, then that's going to help Connor Cook out. Give him a short field and all that, And that's a lot of pressure on Connor Cook. Being at home, being benched, and then now being thrusted back, everybody's going to be like, you better not screw this up. Plus all that money and all that, So, yeah, I got the Oakland Raiders winning this game. Next is the Detroit Lions at the Seattle Seahawks. I was almost tempted to do this, but I cannot. I got the Seattle Seahawks, and the reason why I say I was tempted because the Detroit Lions, their defensive line is pretty good, and the biggest weakness on the Seattle Seahawks is that offensive line. So you never know, and missing Lockett, not only a special team player, but also a deep threat and all that. So that's a lot they're missing and all that. And Stafford, he doesn't care. He doesn't fear. He doesn't care who he's throwing against. He'll make the proper throw. He'll go after anybody. He's not afraid and all that. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but he's not afraid though. but and then on top of that, with the Lions, they're not really having a running game, so that automatically puts them in a one-dimensional area. And with Bennett rushing the passer and all that, and all those guys, Clark and all those guys rushing the passer, that can really provide problems and all that. Allowing them to tee off. Wagner can quickly stuff that run. I like Zenner. I wanted to take him off. I wanted to pick him up rather than trading for Michaels, Christian Michael and all that. I would rather take him off the Lions practice squad last year than rather take Michael. And then defensively for Seattle though. But one thing is another thing too is that you cannot dismiss not just the leadership of Earl Thomas, but you can tell how much they're missing him, but his playmaking abilities too, and his brains and all that. So that was a huge loss for them, and it showed they were struggling towards the end of the year. But I still go with the Seahawks because they're at home and stuff and plus the playoff experience and stuff like that. Next is the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna go with the home team again, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it came down to experience of the two quarterbacks. Big Ben still got it. With all his experience, being to 3 Super Bowls. Being to 3 Super Bowls, having all these playoffs and all that. It's like an everyday thing with him. And Bell should be really pumped up because he missed. I think he missed the last 2. I don't know if he ever played in the playoffs, but I know. But one thing I do know is that he never played in the last 2 times that the Pittsburgh Steelers was in the playoffs. So that sucks. So he's gonna be jacked up for that, and he's gonna be a huge role because he needs to keep because the Miami defense is a good defense. They can take away the ball. They can, that defensive line with Sue and all those guys, Wade and all those guys. It's a beast of a defense. And with Bell, if Bell can get some success coming out of the backfield, running the ball, doing whatever he can, it's gonna keep the defense off balance and all that, and relieve some of the pressure off of Big Ben. Matt Moore is a decent quarterback, but it's gonna be hard, unless Jay Ajayi can duplicate what he can do, rushing the 200 yards and stuff like that. So, but I think the Pittsburgh Steelers gonna be up to the task a little bit more. So, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next is finally is the New York Giants at the Green Bay Packers. Sorry. This one was tough, and I'm still kind of debating yet. But I'm gonna go with the road team. I'm gonna go with the New York Giants. That defense, the way it shut down, couple high-powered offenses, and stuff like that. Basically shutting them down. Shutting my Cowboys down. Taking away from the Redskins and all that. It's really, it's really a great defense. And the other thing too is that, the one area where their strength is, their wide receivers with Shepard, Odell Beckham, of course, and then with Cruz, is that the Packers secondary has been very beat up. I think they lost 2 guys. I don't know if they're gonna play, but I know they had some guys very nicked up in the last game. So that's that's kind of sucks for the Packers and all that. I mean, unless Julius Peppers can turn back the clock and Clay Matthews can just go crazy, force Eli Manning to do what he's been doing all year, is that's really struggle and turn over the ball, then they got a shot, On the flip side again, the way Aaron Rodgers has been playing, I mean, he's not facing a rookie and a guy that's playing for his contract. This is a whole different guy that they're gonna be facing. I don't know if the strategy will be let's let him run around, but just let him run and not give up the big play. But that's a tricky thing in itself. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna just stay all back and force Aaron Rodgers just to go down the field and earn his way down the field. But Aaron Rodgers can, with the way he's been playing lately, I mean, he can fit him in any window. So, even the Giants can be right there. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but I just think that I think it's gonna be too much to overcome, because I think the Giants can put up just enough offense, and it's gonna be too much that Aaron Rodgers gotta beat their defense, but on top of that, compensate for the Packers defense. So that's how we get them. All right, the Cowboys on their bye. Again, I'm smiling, but I ain't happy yet. I ain't satisfied. I want to be fed more. Alrighty, mahalo for watching. Paniola boys, go Cowboys.